All right, you're looking at a daily chart of the Nasdaq. Welcome to my daily review. And this is a dull tape. And there's a saying, never short a dull tape. But I'm not going to be playing cowboy or hero in a tape like this because it could go either way. We want to go big and make our money when the market's trending like this. So being successful in the stock market is not a linear process. You make big in spurts, and then you lighten up and tap the brakes. Here, you got to get your foot off the gas when the market's in a downtrend. But now we're in this choppy sideways action. It's a trendless market. You can see how many times it's crossed above the 50. And it's formed really, it has formed a head and shoulders pattern, which I'm sure is thrilling the bears. But on the weekly, like I point out, it is a cup and handle. So there's something for everybody here in this market. The bulls, the bears, the agnostics, whatever you are. I mean, there's something here for everybody. I will point out one thing is that it has been playing teeter-totter with this moving averages. But if you look today, if I go to the track price and I zoom in here, you can see the converging moving averages. You can see the 10, it's 0.7% below the 10 and the 21 and 1.2. So that's within 0.5% of those three major moving averages here. So that indicates tight trading. I'm gonna play bullish. I'm gonna lean bullish and say, if we go sideways for a couple more weeks, this thing's going to resolve to the upside. But you have to be prepared because it can go either way. I mean, the Nasdaq could certainly do this and retest this 13,161, and if it goes below that, I'm out. I'm bearish. Not all the way out. I'm never all the way out, but I believe it could also resume to the upside. I believe it will once we get to the third quarter earnings, but it's a couple weeks away. And this week in September is the one of the weakest weeks of the year. In the year before the presidential election cycle, the third year of the term. Anyway, I'm not going to get into that, but I will say that Apple was carrying the day today. Whenever you see Apple up like that, that's going to do well in the market cap weighted indexes or the price weighted indexes. It's in the Nasdaq, it's in the Dow, the S&P. So this is always it's a buoy for the market. When Apple was up quite a bit today, I think it closed near the middle of its daily range. I thought it was up like $4 when I looked. It closed at 56% of its daily range, so it did come off its high of 179.38. Still a good day for Apple, and you could see it made a low of 171. Now retested the low at 173. That's a good retest. And now it's starting to hopefully form the right side of a base here. I would say on the Magnificent Seven or Grade 8 or Divine 9, we still have the good, bad, and the ugly. And the good is definitely Google, which made a new high today. And new highs are bullish. We like new highs. That's one of the good. I'd say Amazon is part of the good. It pulled back to its 10 EMA today and setting up in a base. I've talked about this. A lot of charts looking at like this with just these short little, 6, 7, 8 week bases. That one's 5 weeks. So, like I said, they need more time. And I'm not going to go over all those stocks again, but there are a lot of them that are looking that way. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow because I'm pretty sure they're not going to break out tomorrow. What's the other one? We got the good, Google, Amazon. Oh, the bad. Microsoft's not looking too good. It's below the 50. It's just weak. It's 1% below its 50. And anytime it slices of 50 and then takes forever to rally up to it, that's not a sign of strength. You want to see it rally back above the 50 quickly, like a Debo. Put your foot in the ground and go up the other way, like a reversal shakeout +3. Then it's just a shakeout. This is just like there's no buyers here. And it's just, drip, drip, drip selling. And so that's the bad. The ugly has to be Netflix. I'm including Netflix in this Divine 9. This one slices 50 and just has momentum to the downside. You can see the heavy volume selling. They are, the kings of streaming, but that's like being the tallest midget right now. It's just too much of a competitive landscape. And Netflix, it's just a tough environment. You can see the growth here. Sales growth 2, 4, 3%. That's not going to get it done. And And it's just a competitive environment. I would just, stay away from the whole streaming space. It's too tough. Anyway, I'm going to move on past the Nasdaq, past the Divine Nine, and I'm going to take you down the negative road. But I will bring you back on the positive track eventually. But there's a lot of negative stuff out there. I'm going to start with the retailers. Oh, I lied. I'm going to start with the drugs. The drug stocks have just been getting hammered. This is Bristol Myers making a new low today. Just these things are looking bad. AMZN was looking decent for a while, and it's forming a little base here, but these stocks are not doing. Lilly has been doing fantastic. Pull back to its 21 today, not bad. Novo Nordisk is another one that's a big winner, but it sliced its 21 today. There was a report out, MarketWire report, that they had some quality control issues at their plant in North Carolina where they make their Wegovy and Ozempic drugs. So Reuters could not, I'm going to read here from this article, they could not corroborate the story. And MarketWire did not specify when the FDA inspection occurred. And the FDA did not respond for comments. Novo Nordisk just said that the plant is up and running and manufacturing and producing for the market. What else are they going to say? And I will say that the FDA inspection website, it did not currently list any inspections having occurred this year. And the MarketWire article did say that the FDA inspectors issued a Form 483, which is a type of agency report containing observations that the FDA inspectors deemed to be objectionable. So it sounds like a lot of manure to me. But all you have to do when you want to be short is create a little bit of fear and doubt and uncertainty. And then, investors are going to sell first and ask questions later. And so Novo Nordisk was down 2% on this, I don't know, the unsubstantiated report at best, and bogus probably is a bit more accurate. But anyway, I'm not going to worry about that. They split their stock 2-for-1 on Wednesday, I believe, the 20th. Anyway, I'm going to move on. I got to get some more depressing news here. Target, I'm taking you down this negative road here. Target made a new multi-year low today. This thing looks terrible, 119. Wow, there's not much to say here. I mean, Target, obviously, it's been in the news, but there's just a lot of sellers in this stock. You can tell by these pink volume bars. Another one is Dick's Sporting Goods. Both of those have the same thing in common, where they talk about the organized crime is hurting their earnings and sales. But Dick's looking bad. Foot Locker is another one. Just every day down another 2% today. Deckers was actually up today, I believe, but this one looks real bad. The shoe stock are looking bad. CROX down again today. I mean, this thing's, it's getting cheaper by the day. It's got a PE of 7 now, but man, there are just no buyers in this thing. Skechers got an upgrade today and was still down nearly 1%. I mean, I don't know what you have to do to in this these are shoe stocks, the shoe business is not doing well. I'm later on, I am going to get to a couple of stocks that are doing well in retail, but for right now, man, retail's tough. It's a tough market there as the consumer appears to be slowing down. Anyway, I said I would take you down the negative road and bring you back on the positive track, and I've got to go back to the coal stocks, just a continuation of strength there in the coal space. And today, I did nothing but just watch the market, just observing the fish tank, what's going up, what's going down, what's moving. And it was really kind of a really boring tape today. Of course, when coal and insurance are your leading stocks, it's going to be boring. CEIX, another one, just looks really good here on the daily and the weekly. You see the breakout moving higher. HCC, this is Warrior, Met Coal. Strong group, strong stock, broke out last week and continued today another percent. So just acknowledging what is strong here, not making any big, bold statements or predictions or anything like that, which I don't do anyway. The insurance group, I did mention this. This is Gallagher. Shout out to Doc. He turned me on to this one a while back, and it's just been grinding higher. I mean, this is really, from this breakout here, it's just a trend trader's dream, pull back to the 50 a couple times, and now it's getting supported at 21. So Gallagher looks great. The other one was Ryan, another insurance stock, doing well. I mean, it broke out. If you look at the weekly here, broke out of this base a couple weeks ago and had this 3 weeks tight area. And this is, which means that it's holding its gains. There are no sellers. Looks like a shelf type pattern. And so Ryan looks healthy. The other one is Brown and Brown. And I just kind of put this on there because I like the ticker symbol. Pulled back to the 21 today. And you can see this base on base pattern broke out. It's been running higher. So Bro has been a great stock for this year in 2023. Anyway, I'm going to move on. Some of the software names got some love. Little app loving got some loving today, and it's been on fire. We put this on our leading stock list, and you can see this is the type of ski slope, water slide, downfall that a lot of the software names had. Some of them have come back, like app loving, and some have not. But this one made a new 52-week high today. It looks great. CHPK. I'm going to put this one in here. It made a new 52-week high and then pulled back to its 10 today. So that looks pretty healthy as well. Might show up on a watch list here soon. CrowdStrike is another one that I do like. I believe it's on our watch list this week. I got to look. But it was certainly last week, and I like this. It's consolidated here for a while, and above that 162 level looks fine to me. It's not going anywhere, right? It's going sideways, but it just pulled back to its 10 EMA today, and that one looks fine. The winners today were DUOL, Duolingo, the education software. I haven't used it. I hear a lot of people like it, but it's got this double bottom base pattern. I kind of liked it way back when, man. I missed the boat on this one when it traded above its downtrend line there, and it broke above that. And ever since, I think it was about 146 or so, and now it's like $20 above there. But a nice move today, 3.3%, which is a nice move in this dull tape. Remember, don't short the dull tape. And COUR, same computer software group. And it was up nearly 3% today. So good volume coming in, as you can see, the big blue volume bar. So somebody's buying this stock. Coursera, I don't even know what they do. Of course, I have to go to the oil. Oil has been a big story. The the price of oil has gone up, so I don't think you're going to be getting any breaks at the pump here, unfortunately. I went and got gas this weekend, man. It's really expensive for here. But the oil and gas stocks are strong. Weatherford, this one went into the S&P Midcap 400 today, and it's celebrated by advancing another, I don't know, 0.5%. But very close to all-time highs here. Weatherford looks really, really good. INSW, this is, I believe, it was on our watch list last week. Might have taken it off for this week because it's just, look at this base on base pattern. Yeah, it's got the cup with handle, but it's not going anywhere. And but it was up 4% today, so that's a nice move, especially in this tape. So it's back above its 50. That's why I didn't have it on there. It was below its 50. Back above its 50, so that might create more interest for me. Diamond Offshore. This one's a gem. It's consolidating in a base. This one's a little longer base than what we've seen from like Uber and Amazon. Yeah, 7 weeks, so just not enough. Needs more time. Pulling back to its 50 within the base, which I like pullbacks within the base. And just keep my eye on this one. It's flat today. But DO is definitely one that I'm watching. XPRO had a nice day on Friday, then pulled back today. Inside day today. It was, I believe it was 1 penny off of its high, which makes it an inside day. There you go. Friday, the high was $24.99. Today, the high was $24.98. So it's inside. So I'm looking forward to get above the $25 level. And obviously the oil and gas stocks. There's a lot of them I could go through, but I'm going to stop right there and save you all the time and trouble. Some of the financial investment stocks are just doing really well. This is Apollo. They bought an oil and natural gas company last month, and the stock has just been ripping. You can see this big consolidation, then another base, like a base on base pattern, then the breakout, and this thing is just it's rolling with its moving averages. Yeah, that's nice for a trend trader. The breakout and the first pullback to the 50 found support right here, which is a pretty common theme here. After a breakout from a base, the pullback to the 50 is usually supported. Not always. There are no steadfast rules in the market, as we know. KKR, another one that's just showing strength, right? I got to show you the weekly here. Consolidation pattern, 3 weeks tight, pull back to the 50, and now it's moving higher. So that one looks pretty good as well. And the last one I'm going to show today is Blackstone, and this one is making new highs as well. You can see this base pattern. Now this is a pretty short base here. Yeah, it's only 6 weeks, and that broke out. Now it's been higher like what, 5-6 weeks in a row. So yeah, Blackstone looks pretty good. That's the way when you slice your 50, that's the way you want to see it rally back through, like Debo, put the foot in the ground and head towards the end zone, stiff arm a couple guys on the way there. But anyway, that one looks great. That's all I have for today, except for I have one more thing in honor of the great Steve Jobs. I've got to go back to my Murphy USA and my CASY trade. These things broke out last week. Once again, I've got to go to the weekly. This consolidation, flat base was only 7 weeks. So some of these shorter bases are working. Yeah, it had this double bottom and a long period of consolidation. But man, that thing broke out last week, and I really expected it to kind of stall. But in this tape, it was up 15% last week and added on another 1% today. So that thing looks really good. I'm going to continue to monitor Casey's General Store. And I did mention Murphy USA. This has a gasoline component. They're I've never been to one of their shops or their mini markets, but they have a lot of gas stations near Walmart. And that was kind of their strategy in the past. So you can see on the weekly here, once again, the 3 weeks tight, then moving higher. Murphy is trading in concert with the Casey move here. They're trading together here, these two. And Murphy was actually up 2% today, whereas Casey was only up 1%. But those two are strong, trading in tandem, always looking for something positive, gone in and down a positive note. And at mcstockcharts.com, we never give up. Just going to say, have a great evening. Thanks for watching.